Hi dear subscribers, most watch me without a subscription, support my channel with a subscription, and I will make you happy with new story. Story 1. I think my boss is tracking me. This is really weird to post, and I feel crazy for even thinking it. But so many weird things have happened over the past month I've been working for this family, I feel like I need a second opinion or someone to tell me if I'm going crazy. Like I said, I've worked for this family since just before the new year. They have 2 kids, 2 and 8. I know they have trackers sewn into the 2-year-old's diaper bag and the 8-year-old's backpack. She told me about them and I obviously have no issue with that. The kids are great, and B is a single mom who seemed really lovely from our first few meetings. A few weeks ago, she sent me a text asking if I could come in now because she got called into work. I lied and said I was in big city in my state, visiting my sister for the weekend. It was a dumb white lie because I didn't want to be asked during the weekend if she kept being called in, as that has happened multiple times before and I really needed a full weekend to myself. She simply responded, "You don't need to lie, I'll find a backup." It definitely gave me super weird vibes and was super embarrassing, but I shrugged it off and figured she may have been at Trader Joe's earlier in the day when I went, or she saw my car, something like that. Then this Tuesday, I came in and she was definitely cold towards me. I had been out celebrating a friend's birthday Monday night at a bar, but I nursed one drink the entire night and was never even tipsy. I take showers in the morning and wore clean clothes, so there's no way I smelled like alcohol. But she confronted me and accused me of being hungover, said I reeked of booze, and kept asking if I had a drinking problem because why would I be drinking on a Monday night? I was really put off and told her the truth, that it was my friend's birthday and I was just out celebrating with her and some other friends and hadn't even drank. She paused for a super long time and just nodded and left for work like nothing happened. MB is super religious and very vehemently anti-alcohol, but I still feel like it was a weird accusation. I asked my girlfriend when I got home if I smelled like alcohol or anything somehow, and she couldn't smell anything. Earlier today was the final incident that really cemented this stupid conspiracy theory in my head. I took the bus this morning when I normally take my car because I'm extra broke right now and need to save gas. I got to her house around 10 minutes early, but sat in a little wooded curb area for a while until it was my official time to start. 5 minutes before my start time, MB texts me, "Have you left yet?" I have a meeting at 10:30. I am never late. I walked in early, and she looked confused. When I mentioned taking the bus, she literally said, "Oh, that makes sense." What the hell do I do? I looked all over my car, in my backpack, and in my car's car seat. I couldn't find anything. Am I overthinking this? Edit, I just looked with the help from y'all, and found an AirTag duct taped to the underside of my car. So, very creeped out currently. Not sure what to say or do now. Update, hi, I'm having some major issues right now. For the full story, check my post history, but the gist is that I'm a nanny for a single mom of 2. I've only worked with her for about a month, and I knew she was tracking her children's location. After a series of weird comments, people recommended I check my car for AirTags using an Android app, and I found one very well hidden and duct taped under my car. I am super creeped out. I live in California, what is possible here? Can police do anything? I don't feel safe to confront my boss, and have called out sick today. If you saw my post from last week, you know I found an AirTag under my car put there by my MB. Sorry for not updating sooner, I've been stressed and busy trying to get another job pretty much all day, every day. So I ended up calling the police. They came to my place and checked out the car, AirTag, etc., and they went and spoke with MB. AirTag was in her name, by the way. I know some people were suggesting it could be someone else, which sadly was a probability for a while because I do have a stalker, only making all of this more stressful. MB was shocked that I had called the police over the tag and totally tried to gaslight the officers. She said that she put it there to make sure I wasn't speeding and as backup if I lost their bags with the trackers. She also flat out lied and said she had told me, but I must not have been listening. They just gave her a warning, and no further action was taken. I honestly don't think they really took my concerns seriously. If anything, they seem to side with her perspective. So that's awesome. Sarcasm. I'm obviously not working for her anymore and have blocked her phone number because she was belittling me over calling the police over her keeping her children safe. On to the next job, I guess. Anyone with advice on how to warn other nannies in my area is appreciated. Story 2. OOP's mom is having an affair with her boss. I found out in 2019 my mom's boss has been having an affair with mom. I confronted my mom about it when I found out. I told her she can't do that because he's married and she's being a homewrecker. She cried and said she wouldn't do that anymore. My mom is pretty close with the wife, she always invites us places and we always spend the holidays together. The wife always treated my mom as if she was one of her daughters. Wife is in her late 50s, early 60s, but after I found out, I stopped wanting to attend in-group activities with them. Fast forward, my mom is still close with the wife and the husband. Today I called my mom and I heard her phone ringing in her bedroom. I found her phone sitting on her bed, so I grabbed it and turned her phone on, and that's when I saw the messages from the husband. The messages said, "Good morning, baby," with a bunch of heart emojis and saying, "I love you so much, baby, and I miss you as well." This has been going on for 4 years now. I want to confront my mom, but I don't know what to say. I'm so mad at her. I even told her how would she feel if she was the wife being cheated on. I'm afraid she's not even going to listen to me. Should I even tell her, or should I tell the wife? Update: I was reading all of the comments on my last post regarding the situation. It definitely made me feel overwhelmed, good and bad, but I ended up telling my mom. I told her, "Are you still fucking with Steve?" Not real name. It definitely caught her off guard, and she said, "What do you mean?" I told her that I saw the messages, and she then confessed and said kinda not really. She stated that she doesn't like him as much as she used to, and that they never had done anything sexual together. Feels like a lie. I proceeded to ask her more questions like, "Does the wife know?" She said no. I asked her why she didn't stop the first time when I caught her. She said she wanted to. But it was hard because she knew it was going to be awkward. I straight up told her that no shit, it's going to be awkward, it's going to be awkward regardless if you're having a relationship or not. She said, "I know." I asked her how does she feel so comfortable being around the wife, and she said she doesn't, that's why she hasn't been around them as much. Only reason why she is because the wife invites her and she feels forced to go. I told her to text Steve and tell him that I found out. She said no, and that she was going to confront him at work. She ended up doing it. Supposedly when my mom confronted him, he had no words and walked away. Later that day he texted my mom and said, "I'm going to stay away from you." I guess he feels shitty because so far he has not been around my mom at work, from what she's telling me. When I confronted my mom, I told her that she is lucky that I didn't go and tell the wife the minute I saw that message on her phone. I also told her that she needs to find a new job by the ending of May. She's doing classes at work that can help her get a higher paying job. I told her once she's done with that, which she should be done within 2 months, she needs to leave. My mom agreed. Once May comes and my mom is no longer working there, I'm still going to tell the wife. I know it's fucked up, but it's better late than never, and I also can't put my sister in jeopardy because of a stupid decision my mom made. I'm still mad at my mom because she didn't deny anything, and she was so cold-hearted to this whole situation. She even kept chuckling. I even told her that this is not fucking funny after I said that. She stopped, but this is the update. Whether my mom leaves until May, I'm still going to tell the wife. Thanks for all the feedback. Story 3. A girl that I had intercourse with a month ago sent me a picture of an ultrasound. Basically, I went on a date with a girl January 1st and we had sex. She said she was on birth control. After that night, she ghosted me and I just moved on with my life. Fast forward to January 30th and I get a text in the morning from her, which is just a picture. The picture is of an ultrasound from a local community college. When I saw this, I immediately texted back and said, "We need to talk then, in person. Where do you want meet?" She did not respond and did not answer when I tried to call her. There are a lot of fishy details about all of this, and every opinion I've gotten about the ultrasound said the pregnancy is either further along than it would be from when we had sex or there's no baby at all. But still, it's hard to tell because it's just a relatively blurry picture of a screen and there are no measurements listed on the screen. People have told me not to be concerned about it because of the weirdness surrounding it and what I said about the pregnancy age. What are my options legally to find out if I'm having a child or not? If I'm going to be a father, I would like to know before I get a letter in the mail 9 months from now telling me I owe child support. Is there any way I can get information about this in a legal manner, or is there some form of legal recourse I can take? Update: so I texted this person this morning, and this is what I said. I've been patient throughout this process even though it's had an effect on my mental health. I don't know if that child is mine or if you're having a child at all. So this is what I'll say about the matter. Whether you decide to keep it or not is your decision. If you do decide to keep it, I'd like to see a pregnancy test that I've bought done in my presence and a hard copy of an ultrasound. Regardless of that, paternity will have to be established. I've gotten a lot of opinions on this matter and I will listen to them. Based on how things have gone so far, unless you are going to inform me of any of those requests or of an abortion, then please do not contact me in the future. Any further attempts will be taken as harassment. I thought this was fair, logical, and stern. I almost immediately got a response back after not getting one for close to a week. This is what she said. LOL, you might want to get some better opinions because the picture literally says spleen on the bottom of it. And there's clearly no baby in that ultrasound. I do not see spleen anywhere on this picture, and if you would like to take a look, it is in the previous post. Clearly she did this to fuck with me since she never responded to my first text but responded to my more serious message. Do I have any legal recourse in this matter? I know it's hard to prove intentional infliction of emotional distress, but it's an unbelievably fucked thing to do what she did. I'd like to thank everybody for their input on the last post as well. I'm breathing a sigh of relief, but also my stress levels are still messed up, so my appetite is gone, lol.